There we go. One more log for the fire. I really think it's finally starting to warm up in here. Don't you think, babe?
Yeah, I thought it would take longer, but I guess this little cabin is only 3 rooms.
Still, we need all the heat we can get, with that giant window taking up most of the wall.
With such a beautiful view of the mountain range, it's worth it. Gosh, the snow's really coming down there, isn't it?
Good thing we got the cabin before the storm hit. Look at those giant clouds just gliding down the mountainside. It's really pretty, but the local forecast said it was going to dump a ton of snow on this area in an hour or two.
Oh, do you think we could be snowed in?
I think that's the very premise of this rental cabin, honey.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, if the worst happens, do we have enough supplies? The main resort is still kind of far away, and I didn't pack as much as I did in the last trip since it's not a full week.
Well, babe, luckily for us, your definition of not packing much is the average person's definition of will keep us alive on a desert island. We've got more than enough of everything we need. I'm pretty sure we have enough of those sugar cookies to last us a whole week. Isn't that right, Taki? Yeah? You'd like a few right now? Okay, then.
Oh, Derek, maybe she shouldn't be eating cookies right now? She'll ruin her appetite and then she won't be hungry for dinner later.
Relax, sweetheart. Taki and I made a deal. She knows she's done after 3 cookies, right, Taki?
Well, okay, so long as that's understood.
Mm-hmm. Can't let her have too much. The sugar will make her bounce off the walls. Plus, we need to save room for some delicious hot chocolate for dessert tonight.
Ah, yes, how could I forget? Do you think you're ready to make some hot chocolate by yourself today, Taki baby?
We spent a whole week on a perfect cocoa boot camp before this trip. I bet she's just itching at the chance to show off her cocoa making skills, aren't you, Taki?
Well, I for one can't wait to taste it. All that training with Daddy will pay off for sure, I just know it. That's true. Nothing like a hint of danger to fuel the appetite. Good idea, honey. I'll go unpack the kitchen supplies.
So, what are we making?
I told you I was keeping it simple this trip. Just some instant fried rice with beans. I'll throw that pre-cooked pork into the microwave to go with it. Just an easy, warm, and filling meal on a freezing cold winter's night.
Sounds good to me. So, what's with the onion?
Oh, well, I couldn't resist adding at least one fresh ingredient.
Here, since everything else is so easy, I'll dice that up for you.
No way. I know how traumatizing onions are to your poor eyes. I swore I'd never make you cut them again after the last disaster.
Hey, that was ages ago.
Derek, that was last week.
Exactly. I've changed as a person since then. My eyes have been through intense H2O therapy to recover from the trauma, and now I think they're ready to reclaim—
I'm putting my foot down on this, hon. You can get out the pork, it's still in the cooler. And Taki? Here, why don't you spray the skillet for me? Then open these 2 boxes of rice and pour them in. You want to stir it up with a spatula? Okay, just be careful. Aw, good job, Taki baby. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, just look at my 2 favorite people in the world, working side by side together. I feel like I should take a picture of this.
Well, you're welcome to, so long as
Hold
you
on.
get
Let me grab my phone.
get out the pork. You know, Taki, sometimes it feels like your daddy's got jets in his feet with all the running around he does. Then again, it is really cute. Do you remember the beach we went to last year? Well, a long time before you came home with us, your daddy and I went to that same exact beach. It was our first road trip together, and I still remember how nervous I felt. Nervous since everything was still so new back then. But I was happy, too. Really, really happy to be there with him. No one else had ever made me feel like your daddy did. I was already love-struck before we'd gone on a super romantic weekend like that. There was a moment when we were on the beach and I saw this one shell. It was really pretty, all pink and white with scalloped edges. But before I could pick it up, the ocean washed it away with a bunch of other tiny little shells. Do you know what your daddy did then, Taki? The silly man, he jumped right into the ocean and tried for at least 10 minutes to find it again just for me. And when I finally managed to drag him out and ask him why he'd even bothered, he told me it was because he wanted to make me happy. You should have seen him dripping clothes and red in the face, all sincere like a big Labrador. He was adorably chubbier back then, and he wore oversized clothes to kinda hide it, bless him. I didn't care, but it was what made him comfortable with himself. But he still got himself all soaked and vulnerable just to try and make me happy. I didn't tell him this back then, but he did make me happy. He still does.
What do I still do?
Oh, you know, run off to do random things when you're already in the middle of something.
Can you blame me? You and Taki just look so adorable cooking together. Am I really so wrong to want to get a picture of that?
Instant food is barely cooking, Derek, but alright, go on, take your picture.
Okay. Everyone ready? Say cheese. Okay, and now pretend I'm not here. Just be natural.
You're ridiculous. And I love you for it, hon.
Thanks, babe. Oh, would you look at that? You two look so cute. That's definitely one for the photo album that I'm totally going to put together one day.
I admire your ambition. Now come on, I gave you one job and I still haven't seen the pork emerge from that cooler yet.
Okay, pork's coming up. Whew, that was a great meal, babe. I'm stuffed.
Yeah, not bad for instant food. Ugh, I think I ate too much.
Well, you still have some room for hot chocolate, right?
Oh god, I don't know, my tummy's pretty full.
But you love hot chocolate, and Taki's going to make it. You wouldn't want to disappoint our sweet little Taki now, would you? We could let it cool down, too. It's not like you'd have to drink it right now.
Derek, I didn't say I wouldn't drink it. You've been teaching Taki the sacred art of cocoa for too long. I'll definitely try it to see the results. I might not be able to finish all of it, though.
No worries, babe. I'll finish whatever you can't.
Oh? I thought you were stuffed.
I'm never too stuffed for a good hot chocolate, babe. You heard Mommy, Taki. Let's get out all the cocoa stuff and get to work.
Come back out soon, though.
Will do. We're going to make you the most amazing hot chocolate you've ever tasted.
Can't wait, hon.
Oh, wow, Taki. That is wow. It's indescribable. I don't have the words for this at all. Let's try mixing some more milk into that. I think you dumped too much sugar into it, okay? There we go. That's better. Maybe a dash more cocoa powder to offset the milk and sugar. Good kitty. I have the world's worst sweet tooth, and even I think we need to tone this down. But the peppermint flavor is really good. You had fun crushing up all the leftover Christmas candy canes? Yeah, that is always fun. Calvin loves peppermint cocoa. He's going to really enjoy this. I just know it. Oh, yeah, of course you're doing a great job, Taki. Oh, Oh, Taki, kitty. You're not going to ruin anything. We've been working on this together for a week now, and you've come so far. I'm sorry if I pressured you into thinking this had to be perfect. It's not about being perfect. It's about being special. If we just threw some instant hot chocolate packets into warmed up milk in the microwave, it just wouldn't be so rich or as creamy or special. You see? We're putting in the effort and making it together, just for Mommy. And that's something that he'll really love. He cooks and bakes for us so much. It's the least we can do to repay him and make tonight special at the same time. Oh, no, Taki. It'll be fine. Here, let me taste test again. Oh yeah, so much better. Let Daddy ladle it out into some mugs, okay? There we go now. Toppings? Yeah, that would be good. But Calvin likes either marshmallows or whipped cream, but not both. He's so picky. So, let's go with whipped cream. Here, I'll help you with the chocolate syrup drizzle. Easy, easy. Okay, now crisscross back and... Beautiful, Taki. Oh, a bit of crushed candy cane, that's great. Okay, Taki, I think Mommy's mug is all finished. What do you want on yours? Marshmallows and whipped cream. All right, but be sure to plop a few marshmallows in mine too, please. Sprinkles? Okay, go for it. Why not? That's why I bought them. I'm just going to add the final touch to Mommy's special cocoa and... Perfect. Wow, I didn't think mine would be the plainest out of the three. Okay, Taki, here. You can take it out to Mommy, and I'll bring yours and mine out at the same time. We're back, babe. You didn't fall asleep on us, did you?
Of course not. I've just been watching the snow falling. Just look at how beautiful it is, honey. Giant fluffy snowflakes just pouring down. And even through all those thick clouds, there's the bright orange of the sunset. How incredible does that look along the ridge of the mountain? It's almost magical.
It sure is, babe.
Oh, thanks for the cocoa, Taki baby. Aw, you guys tied a big ribbon bow around the mug and everything. I can't handle how adorable you both are. Wow, that is a lot of whipped cream, Taki, but I love the pretty chocolate syrup patterns on here. Did you do that?
You squeezed the bottle. I guided the drizzle. Team effort.
Oh my god. This tastes incredible, Taki. Thank you so much for making it for me. Ooh, yours has sprinkles on it? Are they yummy? You're so adorable, Taki baby. Come here. Cuddle up with Mommy and watch the snow.
Can I get in on the cuddle session too?
Of course, hun. This couch is wide enough for all of us. I love the sweatshirt of yours. It's so soft.
It's a pretty old one now, but it's held up really well over the years. Seen lots of cuddles on the couch like this with you by now.
Aw, Taki. I'd put my arm around you, but I don't want to spill the hot chocolate after all the work you put into it. When you're done with yours, you can curl up with your head in my lap, okay?
That's how we know we did our jobs right, Taki. Mommy would rather drink his cocoa than cuddle you.
That sounds so mean, Derek. But yeah, Taki, you made this so good. I'm going to drink every last drop. Hang on, wait. Derek? What's this tied to the bow?
Why don't you untie it and find out? I didn't want to go too fancy, so it's pretty simple. I know you like gold more than silver.
Is this? Are you asking me? Like really asking me?
Let me do it right. Scooch over.
Oh my God.
Don't worry. This thick rug is easy on the knees. Or, well, one knee. Calvin, Thomas, Rayford. The time I've spent with you has, well, it's been the happiest part of my life. You bring so much light into my life. From the day you walked into it, you made it better just by being your kind, brilliant self. I love everything about you. The way you smile, the way you gush over good food, the way you snore when you sleep.
Hey.
It's true. You can ask Taki if you don't believe me. And speaking of, I love how good you are with Taki. I knew you were going to be the best owner. That you would be kind. That you'd love them so completely. They'd never feel like they were missing anything in their life. Because that's how you are to me. I told you once that I wanted you to have everything you love at your side. I still want that for you. And maybe I'm a bit egotistical of me to say this, but I think I'm one of those things you love, so will you have me, Calvin? Will you keep me by your side forever?
Oh, Derek.
Will you marry me?
Yes!
Don't cry.
How can I not cry? God, you silly man. How am I supposed to not cry after you made such a beautiful speech? You're so...
I'm so what?
You're lucky you're so pretty.
Oh, please. You think I'm pretty?
Can I put it on?
Unless you've changed your mind, yeah?
It's so sleek and beautiful. And it's a perfect fit. How do you manage that?
You might not fall asleep as fast as me, babe, but once you do, nothing can wake you. Not even a ring sizer from Amazon.
Oh, I love you, Derek. I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you.
Oh, I love you too, Calvin. I love you so much.
Aw, Taki, were you in on this too? Sneaky little kitty. Come here, let me hug you tight. Aw, you're the sweetest little kitty girl in the whole world. I'm so glad you're here with us for this. Aw, that's it. Let's all get cuddled up together for real this time. Everybody on the couch, come on.
Oh, just look at how happy Taki is. Those ears twitching around like that. Must be really excited to pull this off, though. I don't think Taki really understands quite what a proposal is.
Oh, well, it doesn't matter, so long as she's happy.
Mm-hmm. And you? Are you happy?
Oh, honey, of course I am.
Good. Good.
Why'd you ask that? Is me crying and tackling you and wearing your engagement ring not enough to show you how happy I am?
Of course it is, babe. I guess I was just getting a little self-conscious.
Aw, about what? You set this up so perfectly, and, I'm really glad you asked me here and now. It's so cozy and intimate and private. It wouldn't have been as perfect on the beach like you probably thought it would.
You knew? How did you...
I know you, Derek. You've never freaked out about leaving anything behind on a trip like last summer. It doesn't take a genius to realize you had something special in that green bag on our way to a romantic seaside resort.
You knew all this time.
I did, but I also knew that you weren't ready. Even if you hadn't left the ring behind, your emotions were all over the place, honey. With good reason.
Yeah. Oh, Calvin, sweetheart. You put up with all of that because you could see what was really going on, huh? You knew how torn up I was about my folks not knowing you.
I knew how much your parents mean to you. There's no way you could have proposed to me before coming out to them. I mean, you could have, and don't get me wrong, I still would have said yes. At any time, I would have said yes, but it wasn't the right time, hon.
You've always been so loving and patient with me. That's why I was able to come out to my parents at Christmas. You'd waited on me and never pressured me into it and just waited and waited for me to be ready. Never once complaining. Even though you would have been very valid if you had, being kept a secret from my own parents, while I couldn't decide how or when to tell them. But still, you just loved me anyway.
Oh, Derek.
And now I find out that you know about my botched proposal plan for this long and just forgave me for it? You've got a well of compassion in you that's so deep, babe. You knew about it all, and you still just waited and sat with me when I came out to my folks. I can't thank you enough for any of that.
You're my partner, Derek. No matter what happens, we take care of each other and be there for each other in any way we can. You say that I brought light into your life, but honey, do you see the joy you've brought into mine? From the day we met, you've tried so hard to make me happy, and I just want you to know that you always do. Every single day, whether you're teasing me, or being ridiculous or romantic or serious, you make me happy just by existing in the same space as me. I know this last year was tough for you, and I'm so glad that you're open and free with your parents now. Feeling that tension visibly gone from you, it's been a blessing I didn't know either of us needed. But even if that hadn't happened, I would have still been there for you, just like you're here for me.
My wonderful, delicious, incredible cow. Oh, I wish I could squeeze you hard enough to melt right into my body.
Ew, I get the sentiment, but ew.
Well, we don't need to be melted together to be joined at the hip most of the time anyway.
Like I said, always there for each other. Which means you'll definitely be there for me when we go visit your folks in a few weeks, right? When they'll both meet me for the first time and find out that we're engaged. Oh God, I didn't even think about that now.
I'll be right here with you for all of it, babe. Just like you've been here for me. We don't have to tell them if you don't want to.
Are you kidding? As much as I love you and am swept away by this moment, I'm fighting the impulse to text my moms and dads and everyone else I know to spread the news.
I'm so happy you feel that way. I was a bit worried that it would be too underwhelming, especially after the grand plans I'd fantasized about in the summer. But when you said that you'd booked us a winter weekend getaway, well, I figured this was as good a time as any. No grand plans or anything this time, or, well, I guess I did get Taki in on it with my hot chocolate gimmick. Partly because I'd figured even if you could say no to me, you couldn't say no to that sweet little face.
Derek, I wouldn't have said no to you if you'd proposed to me in the middle of a dumpster. Well, okay, you'd have to have a really good reason to be doing it there, but still.
I'm sure I can find one.
I can't believe I'm actually your fiancé. I can't wait to be your husband.
Oh, the ring looks so good on you, babe.
Aw, Taki's pawing at my back. Sorry, Taki baby, Mommy and Daddy just got super distracted. Come here, you can lay in my lap again. Grab that blanket while you're still at it, will you, baby? There. Now come here and snuggle in beside Mommy and Daddy.
Hey, Taki. Guess what? Your mommy and daddy are getting married. Yeah, that means the hot chocolate worked. Good job, Taki kitty. Oh, you're such a good kitty. Yes, you are. Mommy and Daddy love you, you know that? Yes, both Mommy and Daddy love you so much.
So much, Talkie baby. Aw, sweet little kitty. I'll never get tired of those precious rumbling purrs. Yes, you're our good kitty baby.
Such a warm little bundle of love and cuddles. Just what every weekend needs. But especially a cozy one like this. Mommy and Daddy get to curl up and watch the snow with our adorable purring kitty between us.
As much as I love the beach, it's super hard not to love a winter cabin with the warm fireplace, and the snowfall, plush blankets, and these insanely comfy leather couches.
You like this place, Taki? Yeah. Oh, we thought you would. You find a way to love everywhere we take you, huh? Yeah, you do. Oh, such a sleepy kitty.
We really did spoil you, didn't we? It's so hard not to when you're such a huggable, lovable little kitty.
Hey, Cal. When we're married, can I start calling you hubby?
I think that's adorable. I'd really love that. Plus, it's better than the old ball and chain.
I'd never.
Oh, I think you would if you could get a good laugh out of it.